Twitch
What?
has updated its nudity and attire policy.
Holy shit. How have I not heard of this?
It fucking happened. All right, so I'm just going to read this out because it'll be easier than me trying to, like, hack my way through it.
All right, let's hear it.
So, I mean, prefacing this, I don't know how, like, and nobody really probably needs a preface, but obviously there have been a number, we've covered here, a number of bans and suspensions and shit surrounding mostly, almost entirely, female streamers for a whole variety of reasons. Everything from body painting up on through to IRL-related shit. So apparently Twitch has been hard at work, now that they're working from home, figuring out how to best outline their new guidelines for all these problems. So, this is Twitch's blog release right here. We are shifting from a garment-specific policy to one based on a standard level of coverage, with exceptions for certain situations, which as soon as I got to that first end of the sentence, I immediately knew
there's the loophole.
that it was already useless. So whatever they were about to write, it was basically fucking useless. We've outlined these minimum level of coverage to increase clarity on expectations, so you're not left guessing what is or is not acceptable. And wait until you see the exceptions, because this shit's fucking hilarious. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude. Obviously, that's fucking, well, depending on who you are, you may or may not agree with that. Including exposing genitals or buttocks, Jeff. Nobody wants to see our old sweaty man balls.
Nobody.
Let's be honest. We do not permit the visible outline of genitals. They don't even want to see them in Saxx underwear.
Damn, I can't even show my man bulge?
No, you can't do it, bro.
Damn.
All the Twitch employees get jealous. Broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited. That's probably good to write in there, regardless of context. Yes. Everyone agrees.
Yes.
Everyone liked that. For those who present as women, we ask that you... No, scrolled a little too far. We ask that you cover your nipples. We do not permit exposed underbust. No underboob, Jeff, because everyone knows that underboob is the sexiest cleavage. You can't... The underboob's too much. Underboob is too much. But they call it underbust. It's underbust. Gotta remain scientific. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as these coverage requirements are met.
Hey, as long as there's no underbust and no nipples,
all
show
the
as
cleavage.
much cleavage as you want.
Get them up. Get the girls into
Push
view.
them up.
Get them in there.
Make sure the webcam is at a nice high 90-degree angle.
Get that angle
right
down
in there.
Bam. For those areas of the... Oh, for all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks. No more booty shorts, Jeff.
None?
No booty shorts.
Oh, man. I can't even simp anymore.
No. And I've been sitting on a fucking entire drawer full of cut-off jean shorts that I'm never going to be able to wear ever again on Twitch.
But I'm black, Adam. My booty's just big. I can't help it.
Well, you're going to have to. You don't have a choice now.
Damn it.
For those areas of the body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque. Sheer or partially see-through clothing does not constitute coverage. So, you know, just because you hung like a sheer curtain from your living room in front of your meat and two veg,
I can still see it.
You still see it. And that's not fine. Augmented reality viewers, or avatars, sorry. We're getting specific now.
All right.
That translate real-life movements into digital characters, of which there are actually a number of on Twitch, so this makes sense that they have to include this. You know, there's people that are like foxes and dogs and anime fucking girls and all that and other nonsense. Are also subject to this standard, as is cosplay and other costumes. For details on how this policy applies to IRL, outdoors, and body art, please continue reading. So we are getting to that. Our previous policy relied on an assumed shared understanding. That is an understatement of the century. As to what is appropriate in specific contexts. Establishing a standard for coverage reduces the policy's reliance on an assumed single definition of contextually acceptable. This new standard better translates across global contexts and will help improve enforcement consistency. I'm going to go with it probably won't, because as soon as I read you the first exception, you're going to immediately go, what? Situational exceptions. Here we go. We recognize that there are situations that call for attire that is prohibited under our standard guidelines, such as swimming, body art, concerts, and festivals. So we've added exceptions to help you successfully navigate those occasions. Explanations for each of these exceptions listed below can be found within the updated policy. The number one bullet point of exceptions to these rules are IRL streaming.
Wait. You mean to tell me that the entire section that we have this problem is the exception?
I mean, that's what it reads. At least here.
Okay.
Next up, swim and beaches, concerts and festivals, which, if I'm not mistaken, falls under the IRL category. Body art, context transitions, which I actually don't even know what the fuck that means, embedded media, studio, and other Twitch-endorsed content. Okay, so as long as it's Twitch-endorsed, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Obviously, it's Twitch. You know, if they want to show some titties in a commercial, they show some titties in a commercial. It happens. And breastfeeding, Jeff. Which was something that came up at one point in the past where a woman was breastfeeding. I think we even talked about it on the podcast. And there was like a ban levied. I don't know if it was Twitch or somewhere else. I can't even remember anymore. But
it was a woman. It was a woman breastfeeding on one of those stupid agenda-driven streams.
Yeah. So they're clarifying that.
It's like, look at me, bitch. I'm breastfeeding. Do something about it. It was one of those like.
It was something like that.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was one of those dumbass streams.
This list is not, to further make this even more clear, Jeff, this list is not exhaustive, and we will update it periodically as the community's needs evolve. If you find yourself in a situation that is not described by one of our exceptions and would like it considered for future inclusion, please email us. In the meantime, you are expected to follow the standard guidelines outlined above. Oh shit, I didn't even read this. Alongside the updates we're making to nudity and attire policy, we've added clarification to our sexually suggestive content policy. Oh, I gotta click on this. Hold on. This is breaking news. Oh my god. Bullet points, Jeff. To maintain the health and community and the health of our community and promote content that is appropriate for a diverse audience, sexually suggestive content is prohibited on Twitch. Evaluations on the sexual suggestiveness of a behavior or actively are independent of user attire and are instead based on that sentence doesn't even read right.
Who cares? Give us the bullet points.
Either way, bullet points. Content that is considered to be sexually suggestive includes, but is not limited to, content or camera focus on breasts. Oh! You can't do what you said, Jeff.
Yeah, you can.
The cleavage.
Because they're just going to say that's not the focus of my content.
Content or camera focus on breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region, including poses that deliberately highlight these elements.
Like accidentally dropping your whiteboard marker and bending over and going, oh, I didn't mean to drop this.
That probably would be, yes. Or walking out of the room to go to the bathroom while wearing booty shorts and then without even wearing high heels, walking around on your toes to lift your ass is probably also there. Maybe bouncing around on an inflatable dinosaur? Possibly. Who knows? Groping or explicit gestures directed towards breasts, buttocks, or genitals. Fetishizing or behavior or activity such as focusing on body parts for sexual gratification or erotic role play. Simulated sex acts or sexual stimulation. Don't rub your nipples, Jeff. Using or featuring sex toys in contexts unrelated to sexual education. All Okay? Erotic dances, such as those involving stripping or flashing, pole dances or acrobatics with sexually suggestive framing. How do you not do pole dancing or acrobatics?
Just say no pole dancing.
What is that? How are you? Because then because Jeff, in 2020, pole dancing is a fitness activity.
They just get rid of pole dancing. Like, why does it need to be on the damn site?
Because, well, we won't go there. Posting, displaying, or sharing erotica, including detailed descriptions of sex acts or pornography. There you go. That is your updated list of sexually suggestive content.
What about sucking a ASMR microphone?
Nope, that's fine.
Literally blowing and sucking on it.
Nope,
while staring up at the camera.
That's not POV porn, Jeff. That's just ASMR.
Anyway.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Rant.
There's your updated nudity and attire policy, as well as your sexually suggestive content update. There you go.